Today I'll share a tip with you how you can make your ads 10 times more effective with just one simple trick. And personally, I feel like this is something everybody should be doing and basically nobody is even paying attention to it. I guess because most agencies just don't have the time or actually care about you. And the second thing is like media buyers. He can be a great media buyer, but he much rather spends his time on like tweaking the CTR a bit or taking a look at these or that metric, but not actually at the thing I'm going to share with you in this video. So first of all, let's just think about what makes an ad effective. And for me, it's just an idea well communicated and relevant to your prospect that inspires them to take an action. And especially this relevancy part in the middle is something a lot of people are missing out. Like they think if they pack their relevant USPs or their relevant benefits into the ads, it makes a bunch of sense and they just run it and they get a few purchases. But there's actually another level to it. And today I would like to share with you how you can discover that and very easily implement this in your ads to make them much more effective. And the reason why I record this video is that I'm actually onboarding a new creative strategist and she's doing really well. She's a sharp girl and she came in, I gave her all of the onboarding, we're doing like consulting calls, and she essentially got this brand. And I was really curious if she can find out who she's really selling to. And she got access to the ad account. She takes a look at all of the ads, top performing ads. She knows how to sort them, do everything like that. And then we took a look at her customer persona part, because it's really important to nail the persona you're selling to. Like, do you really understand who you're selling to? And it seems so trivial and abstract to not know it, but actually a lot of people don't. Actually, most people don't. So I was curious, and then I took a look at it, and she was like lining up the interests and where she lives, this persona, and what she does, and she's female, so everything was looking well and lining up. But then we took a look at her age, and it wasn't like even fitting closely with what is happening with this brand. And this is actually a big misconception, that you take a look at the brand, you take a look at the reviews, and you try to understand who you're selling to, but you don't actually have real data to back this up. And this is why it's so important what I'm going to show you right now. And this is the thing that it's basically, you might learn it somewhere, but you don't do it in practice. And this is a huge fallacy in not creating the most effective ads that you can do. So let me show you real quick why it's so important to actually nail the customer persona. So she was saying that her audience is female, 35, maybe 40. And then also she was lining up all of the interests, and that was looking good. But the age was actually breaking. So let's take a look at the real world data. This is something you have in your ad account. When you take over an ad account, or you want to take your ad account into a better direction, you feel like your ads are not too effective, then look at this. So what I'm going to show you right now are these breakdowns. And it's something everybody knows it's there, but nobody is really like using it efficiently and really well. So first of all, you want to see who you're selling to, and you want to look at like real conversion data. You don't want to look at like some woo-woo CTRs or anything like that. You want to see where these purchases are coming from, how effective are they, and of course also to look at the CPA, because you want to understand where are my new customers coming from and how can I acquire them in the most profitable way. So in this case, let's just take a look at the top ad, because you got most of the conversions right here. And it's not a big data set, it's like they're spending 2K per day. And I thought this is pretty interesting because you have a beautiful example of this. So first of all, look at the first ad. You will see that this ad is high performing, it gets a lot of purchases. And then we can use the breakdown to actually understand who we're selling to. If you're selling like skincare or skirts or anything like that, it's pretty obvious that you're selling to a female audience. But something with this, which is like more so a lifestyle kind of feel-good food and beverage product, it is really important to understand what is going on right here. And you see we have here a split of like mostly female, but also some male. But we are going to focus on the females because we can actually analyze that. The more efficient, the more profitable new customers we get through the female audience. So this is pretty important to understand. And then you take a look at the next thing. And the next thing you're going to take a look at is the age. And you will see that not actually it's spanning across the entire age range, but it's actually just spanning on a few brackets of that. And especially here, the 45 to 65 range. But the creative strategist who just took a look at the website, who just took a look at the branding they have, the photography the brand was shooting, it was all going like towards this kind of 25, 35, maybe 40 kind of audience. But actually you see in the ad account that these things perform much better. And now the conclusion to draw from that, and it was super apparent to her when she saw it, is that she actually was off with her targeting and who she's selling to. yes, it was a female audience, and yes, they might have this interest and they might value the product for this and that reason. And the ads will work. But what the thing is, and what makes a good ad great, is actually to become highly, highly relevant to the customer. And you do this by actually showing them in the ads or directly communicating to them. So this is a very interesting case. And here we have a male creator selling to a female audience in the 45 to 65 range. And that's only because this ad was scripted in a way that is actually addressing these people. So this ad is only so powerful and outperforming the other ones because you really talk to the people. It's so relevant to them. Like, they feel heard and they feel like this ad is just made for them. They're not selling to the masses. They're not just advertising the brand or the product. It's talking to them directly. And my creative strategist would have gone on, and basically most of people just go on and take a look at the outside research. But when you have this data, when you have an ad account running, it is so powerful to actually look at the data breakdowns to make sure you're fully aligning with your audience. And the next steps you can take is, for example, write copy that resonates with these audiences. The next steps you can take is hire UGC creators or influencers that perfectly fit in this demographic. And then you will see, it seems like marketing 101, but people are not doing it. And once you start doing it, your ads are getting more and more effective. It's really fantastic. You can't comprehend how much more effective they get. And I'll promise you, just do this, take a look at who you're selling to, get a perfect understanding, get someone in this age range, like directly sell to them, and then you will see that your ads will become much better and better, and also your advertising costs will go down eventually because you're so relevant. You provide an amazing customer experience on Facebook because people resonate with your ads. They like to watch them, they like to click them, they like to buy from them. This outranks your ads from the competitors in the ad auction, and this is where you need to go. I'd also like to give you a quick extreme example, and you might say it's obvious, but I can tell you this is happening every day in someone's ad account, and personally I just love to learn from stupid mistakes. So let's imagine you own a skincare brand and you're selling skincare to more aged women, like 50 plus women, but you're battling with high CPAs. You need to bring down your CPAs, you need to bring up your profitability in order to scale up. So you heard that these creative agencies, they work wonders, like you need to get new creatives to make it work. And it is right, like it's a good thought. But then you hire this agency, and the first thing this agency does is basically tell you, hey, no problem, we'll get you that. You get your first batch of creative soon, might take a month, but you'll get it. And then the first thing they do is like they look in the library of templates that they might work for you, and then they put it together, and then they just grab like one content creator they have laying around and they put together all of the content. It's then delayed a bit, but eventually you get it and you're super excited. It's a well edited ad and it looks good, like it makes sense. They used some USPs of yours, they used some benefits of yours, so you feel like, hey, that could work. But then you run the ad and it just has like super high CPMs and super high CPCs, and you take a look at the ad and you finally understand, hey, this doesn't work because I'm selling skincare to 50 plus women and this agency, this content creator, is like 21. So you have a 21-year-old girl selling skincare to a 50 plus audience and it's not working. Now guess what? Why it's not working? Because there's a break in the messaging. The product is meant to be sold to 50 plus women, but they don't really listen to a 21-year-old girl that is not aligning with their ideal dream state. So you need to be using relevant content creators or relevant messaging in your ads so it makes sense for them. They need to have this transformation in their mind, and it needs to sound really like something they can achieve through the ads. The transformation needs to be achievable, and this is something where a lot of people fail. They make good ads, decent ads, but they can't make the prospect believe what they're saying because they don't understand who they're selling to. They don't have the right content creator, they don't use the right copy, and then the ads don't work, or they're average or mediocre, and you stay at these low levels. And this is not a fun situation to be in, so just get this right, know who you're selling to, and you will soar. Like, you will go past everybody else because you will walk the extra mile, take a look 5 minutes at your reportings, maybe even do a customer survey or anything like that. Become so relevant to your prospects that they just need to buy. They just feel it, they see the ad, they're super excited, they can't wait to click on the ad and buy your product. This is where you need to go, and it starts with this. So I hope this was helpful. And if you have any other questions, please drop them down below in the comments. Also, like video suggestions, if you have any questions on anything, you can let me know as well and try to explain in the video. But apart from that, I think that's it. Hope you're having a great week and you're crushing and you're scaling your ads, and I'll see you in the next one.